Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today let us start with a story. It is set in the early 1800s in the United Kingdom. The British Empire was at its peak, ruling over a quarter of the planet under Queen Victoria. Victoria was a very dynamic and a bold leader. In 1840, she got married and the couple had 9 children. One of their sons, Leopold, he suffered from a very strange problem. Every time he got a small cut or a bruise, the bleeding just wouldn't stop. The royal family tried everything, medicines, magic, prayers, but nothing seemed to work. In spite of all the problems, he grew up. When he was 30 years of age. While walking around his home, he had a very trivial fall. He went to bed and never woke up. He died of a massive bleeding in his brain. The royal family was devastated. But the nightmare just did not end there. As years passed, Queen Victoria's daughters got married into the royal families of Russia, Spain, and Germany. Then something strange happened. Victoria's grandsons and great grandsons started showing the same problem. Only the boys. Just like Leopold, their blood wouldn't clot, and many of them died young. The kings were dying. Fear and panic spread across Europe. There was political instability in many countries, all because of a bleeding disorder that changed the course of history. Many years later, scientists finally discovered the cause. They called the disease hemophilia. Hemophilia happens when some clotting factors are missing in the blood. So when these patients bleed, it does not stop immediately. It is an inherited disease. It gets passed down genetically from parents to kids and mostly affects the male children. And most patients eventually die of bleeding. And now, 200 years later, we have a cure for this disease. Scientists have figured out a way to fix the genes that causes hemophilia. And that brings us to the topic of today, gene therapy. Think about your phone or a laptop. It runs on a software, right? The software controls everything, apps, camera, music. But what happens when the software gets corrupted? The whole system crashes. Our bodies work the same way. Inside every cell, there is a DNA, the ultimate software of life. It controls everything, our height, skin tone. What if the genetic code has an error? And that is what happens in genetic diseases and cancer. And now scientists have figured out a way to get inside the cell, fix the DNA and cure the disease. And that is gene therapy. Inside every cell, there is a nucleus. And inside the nucleus, we have the DNA. DNA is like a long thread. And some people are born with some defects within that thread. In DNA editing, we can cut out that defective part and join the normal ones. To cut a thread, we use a pair of scissors. To cut the DNA, we use a pair of molecular scissors called CRISPR. This technique has huge potential. Using this technique, scientists have now developed very promising treatment for many genetic diseases like hemophilia, sickle cell disease, cystic fibrosis, etc. So how is it useful in cancer? Imagine driving a car. We have an accelerator and a brake pedal. We need both for a smooth drive. Just like that, in our DNA, we have some areas called proto-oncogenes, which are like accelerators, helping our body cells grow. And we also have the brakes. These are called the tumor suppressor genes, which keeps the proto-oncogenes under control. Due to various factors like an unhealthy lifestyle, this system gets out of control. The accelerator keeps getting pressed without a brake. The proto-oncogenes become overactive and the tumor suppressor genes become silenced. And now there are many clinical trials trying to fix this, to replace a defective brake using gene editing. It is a very active area of research in oncology. But there are some concerns. Think about it. What if the scissors cut a wrong part of the DNA? What if it removes something which was actually important? What if our body does not like all this editing business? We are still figuring out the answers. And then there is the cost. Gene therapy is super expensive. Currently, gene therapy treatment costs something like 2 to 3 million US dollars or 20 to 25 crore Indian rupees. Every new technology starts that way. Expensive, uncertain, and full of questions. With time, the process improves, prices drop, and more people have access. And who knows, maybe one day we can actually cure cancer with gene editing. Thank you so much for your time. If you like the video, please share it with your family and friends. Subscribe to my channel and we will meet again with another interesting topic. Until then, take care.